What is up? Welcome in. Hang on just a minute. Oh, I can do it on my phone. Sweet. I haven't had access to my phone in weeks. This is great. Welcome in to all of my VOD watchers. You guys have continually showed up for reasons that I cannot really explain. But thank you. Thank you so much. Today we are going to be doing some Lego stuff. So that'll be quite fun if I do say so myself. We're also going to talk about a bunch of anime stuff that's been going on. There has been some controversies. There has been some stupid people in the community. There has been more stupid people in the community. It has just been a wild little ride the last few days. And so, what we're going to do is, we're going to talk about some of it. And we're going to build some Lego in the meantime, which I think will be quite fun. Now, here's what I will say. I am, this is not really the best angle to do this, but it's what I got to work with. So bear with me. Let me share that, and then we'll get going here in just a second. Hold on. Hang on, I will be right there. Hang on. Hang on. We're almost ready to go. All right, we should be good now. All right, we have this. We have the Lego Gingerbread AT-AT. Now this actually, I bought this a few weeks ago, and actually probably about a month ago. And when I bought it, I did not expect this thing to end up being worth so much money. This thing now is worth over $100, which makes really no sense at all, because this is a set they will restock. They have said they're going to restock it, and yet people are really desperate to get this thing. And so it has ended up going for quite a bit of money, but I don't really care. I just want to build it and have fun with it. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do just that. And we're also going to talk about some anime stuff along the way. Now, here is my deal. This is a 600-piece set. I will finish this on stream. I don't know if I will finish it today. I probably will, but I can't say for certain. Good gosh, I hate these boxes. These are the type of boxes that you have to push in the little thumb tabs, and I hate doing that because it really just ruins the box. So we're going to try to cut it open. There we go. And this goes for the few of you that are already here. If you are here and you want to watch the whole thing, give me something on occasion. I don't need the whole, I don't need you to be vocal the whole time. But I just need you sometimes to say, hey, I'm enjoying this stream. That's all I need. So, if you want to see the whole stream tonight, then just let me know. Let me know you are actively watching, and I'll keep streaming. But anyway, we got 5 bags, and we'll go through those. We also have our instruction booklet here. It is, it's just 105 pages. That's not bad. So yeah, we'll get to it, and we'll see where we get to. I will start the anime discussions here in a second. But I will say to the, hey, what is up? Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're interested. Also, to any of my American viewers, happy Thanksgiving. I don't know if any of you are, but happy Thanksgiving nonetheless. I normally stream on Thursdays, and I figured why not just go ahead and do just that, even though it is, you know, kind of a odd day to do such. But why not? So one of the biggest, really, like, selling points of this set in particular is the gingerbread Darth Vader. And I will show him to you in just a second. But people have been going nuts for this little guy, and rightfully so, in my opinion, because I think he is quite cool. Oh, I forgot to put his cape on. Whoops. Hang on. Legos are for men? Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So here is our little Lego Darth Vader here. Gingerbread man. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Oops, gotta get him to stand up here. All right. So now we can start talking about some of this drama. Well, it ain't really drama. So the first thing is that there was an anime announced, and I actually forgot to grab the manga. Hang on one second. Don't like the brown color? Yeah, it's a bit different than what they normally go for, but I kind of like it. I think it's a little bit, you know, unique and everything. So, this manga that I bought while I was in New York, actually, is getting an anime adaptation. It's Now That We Draw. And Now That We Draw had gotten some controversy with it when it got announced, because all women were voiced by a very small minority of women that said that anime is, sometimes it's hard being an anime fan if you're a woman. Now, to those people, I want to tell you this. I want to say, I have started doing TikTok recently, and to the people that say that, some of my most loyal people that I have seen comment on my stuff the most often is women. And they are very outspoken about how much they love characters like Marin and all of these more ecchi type characters, but they're a big fan of them. So when you have people that are like, it's hard being a anime fan and being a woman, I don't think you really understand what anime is. And if you do, you're not speaking for all women. You're speaking for a small minority of women that do not, all of them share the same beliefs as the rest of them. So, yeah, that really bothered me because, you know, like, this idea that women, not women, I don't want to say that. This idea that people want to say that all women are completely pure and they are completely against all sexualization of women and everything. Here's the thing. Just because there is a woman that gets sexualized doesn't mean that they're degrading her. Whenever, like, there are men that get sexualized in stuff, and that doesn't mean that they are degrading the men. No. Why do you think that so many men are into, like, weightlifting? Because that's a type of sexualization, but it's cool to men, so they don't really have a problem. When women see these women that are very attractive, that sets goals for them. They don't really, a lot of people don't have problems with that. And we need to stop doing that. OMG, the main girl has so many great outfits, and I love the bunny girl outfit in Volume 3. There you go. I'm telling you, I've only read Volume 1, but I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be great, and I think the animation from the trailer, I think looks really good. I am looking forward to it quite a bit. But that's just my opinion there. But like I said, I hate that this is becoming a more common thing to where, you know, it's like, oh, how dare they, you know, do this. And I speak for all women whenever I say this is stupid. It's like, buddy, you aren't all women. But anyway, I got a lady on Twitter that I replied to, and her immediate reply she quote tweeted it, and she said, go check out this guy's profile. And it's like, there's no comeback. There was no comeback at all. It was just hatred, and that's so petty. But anyway, the way they did her in the anime looks perfect. I agree. It looks really good. And I think the colors of that anime look really nice. Like, some anime will do like really diluted colors. It'll be really kind of like not fun to look at. This one, it's very colorful, it's very bright, and I like that. I like that quite a bit. Also, let's talk about the next thing, which was, well, there's a few different ones. And I forgot what I was supposed to call you. Oh, here's a good question. Hey, you done any anime Black Friday shopping? Not yet. So I will probably do some tomorrow or Monday. I know I will do some Monday because they are going to be releasing the a limited edition 1,200 piece or 1,200 count only ever being made of Hawks. It's metallic Funko Pop from My Hero Academia. And I'm going to try to get that. That's on Funko, so I'm going to try to get that. Do you have any comic book shops in your area? I have a couple. I have one that is the town over, and it's actually probably the best one in my general area. And then I have one on the other town over, and it's okay, but it's not really worth the drive. But both are solid. I have no real problems with either of them. But that's really it. We have one like locally, but I don't really like it quite as much just because it's quite limited. Like there's nothing anime there, and while they do have like some comic books, it's not really like, I'm not big into comic books right now, so it's not really my forte right at this moment. But you know, I mean, it's solid. I've been there one time and they've moved since then, so it may be better now. They're moving again, actually, so. So we do get a few little Christmas presents back here in the back here. Pretty neat. I will at the end, I'm going to swap over to my actual camera, and I'm going to show you some close-ups of it. So you'll get to see it at the end, don't worry. We're moving through it pretty quick, so I will probably finish this tonight. Next thing. For the few of you that are in here, I do want to ask, are any of you not caught up to My Hero Academia in the manga? Not the manga, the anime. I will not spoil anything in the manga. I will spoil the anime, though. So if you are not caught up with the anime, I don't want to run you off just yet. What is better, anime girls in Halloween or Christmas outfits? I like the Christmas ones better. I do too. Well, okay, we'll come back to the My Hero Academia thing. Uma Mamusume was nominated at the Game Awards. That was pretty cool. I do think it will come down to them or another one that people were talking about. I'm blanking on the name right now. But I really hope it's Uma, because I want the free carrots. So that'll be a big thing for me, is to get those free carrots. But yeah, that's my hope anyway. Also, is Mike good and everything like that? Does it seem like it's all right for everybody? I would assume so. No one said anything, so I'll assume it is. I've seen all the anime and read all the manga. Okay. I just placed my first Funko order for Black Friday from Funko site. Picked up the Power Chainsaw Man Funko Pop and some others. How has your experience been? Any damage before? Just one single time. And it was, none of the Funkos were damaged. It was just the exterior box was damaged. But everything was packed well, and nothing interior was damaged at all. So I would feel very confident to say that you should not have any problems. Hopefully they all come really good though. That was also a very big box, and what happened is that I think somewhere during shipping, the box obviously like had gotten dropped and the tape came loose. You can actually find it probably in one of my Funko unboxings. I think it's the one where I got all the Demon Slayer ones. But yeah, I don't think that was a Funko problem, and even if it was, they did a good job of packing it to where I was not concerned. So, no real problems with their shipping at all. Very happy with that. Hate seeing damaged boxes. Yeah, me too. Me too. You know, sometimes we can you know, kind of hope for the best, but sometimes, you know, it is what it is. I will say I am... So, I mentioned a few videos ago that I had the My Hero Academia things ordered. And I was like, I'm going to order this. And then whenever I put them in the thing, it was like, well, there's not enough there for free shipping. I like saving up enough to get the free shipping. I wasn't there yet. So I haven't actually, well, I haven't ordered the My Hero Academia Funko Pops yet, but I'll probably do that this weekend. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Not that I don't want them, but I just have been ordering other things. Cool, I'm hoping my powers are safe at least. Well, hopefully they are. I would say they will be. If I had to bet, I would say that they will be. Which powers did you get? There's a few of them. Yeah, all right, that's a really good topic. Legos are overpriced. Absolutely. This is like, to be honest, this is the first Lego set I've bought in a hot minute. There is a new Lego Clone Turbo Tank that came out this year, and it is overpriced insanely bad. It is going for $160 for like 800 pieces. It's small, it's not that good, and I just have no real desire to buy it. And that sucks because I remember whenever it was Christmas, probably like 2011, and there was a new turbo tank coming out, and I was so excited for this thing. And I got it, and I built it right there in the floor where I unboxed it for Christmas. And I was so excited about the thing. Like, it was so cool. And I, you know, now I'm like, I don't really even care if I get it. And that just sucks because I'm like, it's a really cool set. The last one I got was the Spider-Man 2 2004 set. That's a good set. They are coming out with, I don't know if you've seen it, but they do have the bridge, or not the bridge, the subway scene that they've remade in, or the train scene from Spider-Man 2. So it's pretty cool. Oh, you mean you got the one from this year? Okay, yeah. That's a good one. I have been looking at that one. I'm not even that big of a Marvel fan, and whenever it comes to Lego at least. Here is our progress so far. I know that this camera kind of sucks, but there is our progress for bag 1. 4 bags to go. Yeah, that's a cool set. I've looked at that one. Alright, so now I ordered the Nerd Bloodhammer Meowie and had to get the bikini one. That one is peak. I should have every Power Funko now, excluding the Chase. Maybe we'll see if I get it. Good luck. I hope you do, because that is I honestly think the Chase is the cooler one. But, like, you know, it's a shot in the dark if you get it or not. Hang on, I'm gonna get this little stool to put underneath my feet because it makes my feet not fall asleep. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of my problem with Ranma and Frieren right now, is I still need to get the Ranma Chase and I still need to get the Himmel Chase. And I want to do a collection overview of that, and I'm hoping to find both of them whenever I go to Anime Frontier here in a few weeks. Which reminds me, I need to make a post about that tonight. All right, let's talk about My Hero Academia. So, My Hero Academia is in its epilogue now. It is 3 episodes from the end. We're in the end game now, and some people were quite upset with the way that they said that there was not good enough animation, and they said that, you know, here's the thing. I'm kind of getting tired of this whole taking one single frame out of context and then saying, oh, this this scene sucks because this one single frame is bad. And I'm like, yeah, but as a whole, the scene is quite good. So what are you talking about? And, you know, like it's fine to show your problems with something. I don't have a problem. A lot of people thought this. They thought whenever I made the video about Nicholas, they thought that I was going on this big rant about how I don't think you should criticize anything. And that's not what I was trying to get at all. What I was trying to get at is that you're just criticizing stuff, not for the fact you want it to be better. You're criticizing it for the fact that you just want the clicks. Whenever it comes to criticizing something, that's fine. But like, you don't have to do it over and over and over and over and over again. And that's where I have the problem, is because you're no longer criticizing it, you're just beating a dead horse. We get it. You don't like the series. You don't have to milk the cow until it's dry. Like, go on to the next watering hole. I mean, gosh. But with My Hero Academia, I feel like you're really grasping at straws there. You know, I mean, what are you really wanting out of a series that is it's a series, it's not a film, and they're wanting film level animation, and I still don't even think that would have satisfied them. And, you know, it's once again just people that will overreact to nothing. Like, it's literally nothing. It's such a nothing burger, and the problem is they are so loud about it that you kind of get tired of listening to it to a point. But yeah. But, you know, what can you do, I guess? What else did I have on the docket? I know I had something. What was it? Or anyone else have any topics to talk about? Because I'm willing to talk about whatever. Hang on one second. It's kind of like the crowd from Rent-A-Girlfriend. People will complain with Rent-A-Girlfriend to the point I'm like, you hate on this to the point to I don't know why you're still reading this. Like, there have been series that I did not enjoy really, and I watched the season and I moved on, and I lived life happily. I mean, I'm not going to just watch something just to watch it. And people will still, to this day, they will read Rent-A-Girlfriend, and it's like, they just read it to hate on it. I just say I hate the ending of My Hero Academia manga and seen anime. Okay, so I disagree. To the people watching the VOD, the comment was that he doesn't like where the My Hero Academia story ended because he wanted Izuku to have more respect. I feel like he is, but you know, you kind of gotta see at this point, Deku doesn't have his powers, so he is basically, uh, he is basically useless. Um, People comment about Rent a Girlfriend and say that they never read the manga after the latest chapter. Yeah, I feel like people come and go to where they read like one chapter and then they just say, "Oh, I have such a problem with this," and then they just you find out like, "Oh, they haven't been reading." It's like, well, then you don't know where the plot is. But I think personally, I like where Deku goes because Deku basically, like, he feels like a war hero almost. Like, as time passes, you will get to where there are people that made a major change to where their influence becomes less and less. A good example, really, is like, for instance, who's a good... All right, Dwight D. Eisenhower. Dwight D. Eisenhower did a lot for the United States. He is not really talked about as much whenever it comes to, you know, the general, you know, story of America. You get more of the, you know, the Abraham Lincolns, the, you know, all that. And those people are very important. And I feel like whenever it comes to the in-life lore of My Hero Academia, I think it is much more likely that people like, you know, All Might will become the ones that kind of are remembered. Yes, they are not the ones that dealt the final blow, but they helped pass the torch to Deku, in which Deku did deal the final blow. And I think also because Deku is still very much kind of a part of the public, I think people will, you know, kind of see him more as like this, you know, everyman type guy, to where they don't really see him as this like god, really. It's more of, hey, that's just Deku. But meanwhile, like All Might, even some of his closest friends saw him as this god among men almost. I watch and read Rent a Girlfriend for Ruka. I read and watch for Chizuru. What about Lyndon B. Johnson? Nobody talks about him as president. It's another fair one, I think, and also I think one that as time goes on, you're gonna have, you know, I know this is still recent, but you're still gonna have people like Bill Clinton, or even like I don't really want to get into politics, but I don't think any of our modern presidents are going to be looked at in a favorable light since maybe Obama. Maybe, but I feel like even then there are some things that like he did that is not really going to be great for our nation in the long term. That's the problem, is like they are still very much a part of our public conscience, and it's going to be a long time before you are able to really move on from what they did, good and bad. Teddy Roosevelt, to me there is like five presidents. there's 6 presidents that I think are relevant in like long-term history. I think you have Washington, I think you have Lincoln, I think you have FDR, I think you have Teddy Roosevelt, and I want to say Kennedy and Reagan. Like, those are the 6 that if I had to pick. And I know you're like, well, what about Thomas Jefferson or all that? Like, I feel like if you were to say, like, tell me a president, most people will tell you guys, like those 6 that I named, before they'll tell you stuff like, you know, Lyndon B. Johnson or Thomas Jefferson. Oh, I thought I saw another comment, but I guess not. Also, if I think I saw one of you pop up a comment about My Hero Academia. If you disagree with me, I'd love to hear it. I mean, I'm not opposed to hearing a different side of it. Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, Herbert Hoover, Andrew Johnson. Are you trying to name people that had bad presidencies? I mean, Jimmy Carter, great dude. Great dude. Horrible, horrible presidency. That poor guy, which he kind of had, you know, stuff out of his control, but horrible, horrible presidency. What streaming services do you use to watch anime? So I use Crunchyroll. I know that's kind of a hot take. Some people are like, well, just stream or just sail the 7 seas. Yeah, but like, why? I mean, I have problems with Crunchyroll, and I know people will be like, well, you're just wasting money. Like, well, so I don't really care. It's not, I don't really have that big of a gripe against them as some people do. Some people, you tell them like, oh, I watch Crunchyroll, and they act like you just murdered their dog. It's like, no, I just watch, you know, streaming on there because it's easy. I watch it on my projector. What about Grover Cleveland? He served 2 terms. That's about all I can say for him. I would say our little streaming thing or our little music playlist will be over here in just a second. We'll have to find something else. Thoughts? What about Grover Cleveland? I mean, his policy-wise, I don't really have nothing to say, to be honest. I haven't done a lot of research on him. I know a little bit, but not enough to really have an opinion. Izuku gave his body and soul and saved everyone, the feeling I got from the people were like, okay, good job, move on. So, yes, I get what you're saying. And I feel like they will fix that in the anime. But I feel like, here's the thought that I got from reading the manga. Deku never wanted anybody to tell him he was a hero. Deku never wanted that. That is why Deku would rather, like, if given the opportunity to where you could tell Deku, hey, you can either have all the strength in the world to defeat All For One all on your own, and you get all the publicity from it, or you can do it all over again, and your friends get to share in the glory. He would pick to share in the glory, and I like that. That is what I like about Deku. Deku is a character that does not want the fame and the fortune. He wants he wants to be able to, you know, do what's right, and that's great. And I kind of like that. If he became a famous person at the end, I feel like that kind of diminishes what Deku stands for. But that's just my opinion. Benjamin Harrison, thoughts? Also, I'm a history nerd. So, I am not super well versed on all of the presidents. I am knowledgeable on some of them. And I am really knowledgeable about some, like, historical, like, facts and stuff. Like, I do think, like, if you told me, hey, name a specific policy, I'm going to struggle with that. But if you told me, name a president you think could have done better in a different time, I'm going to tell you, like, Garfield. Garfield, I think, was a character, was a guy to where I think if he wouldn't have been killed, I think he would have had a lot of potential moving forward. But unfortunately, it didn't end up that way. But yeah, kind of where I'm at on that. I'm thinking of getting the Black Friday Crunchyroll membership 1 year. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Don't let anybody tell you it's not. Don't let anybody tell you that it is not. Enjoy what you enjoy. But as far as Benjamin Harrison himself, I don't have a lot of thoughts, to be honest. And as far as, like, good presidents, like, overall, I'm an FDR guy. I think what FDR did was really good. You know, I mean, you can't really beat what he did, in my opinion. Are you gonna Black Friday shop for anime stuff? I'm gonna try to get the Hawks Funko Pop, and then that'll probably be it if I'm being completely honest. I mean, I'll probably just order the stuff on the Funko store that I've been meaning to order, because it's most of it's on sale right now. Oh, that reminds me. So I did see the I never bought any of the ReZero Funko Pops because I thought they looked really bad in images. And I finally saw one in person, and it's not as bad as I thought. It actually looks pretty good, if I'm going to be completely honest. So I might end up getting them. I haven't decided. Probably what I'll do is if I find the chase for ReZero or Sakamoto Days, I will probably go ahead and buy them. Now, one series that I was not really planning on getting, but then I saw some of the pops and I really like them, is Dandadan. And so I'll probably end up buying some of the Dandadan stuff. I really need more Marvel figures. I tell you what, have you ever, you would probably know this more than most people. Have you ever bought any of the Sideshow or Hot Toys figures? I really like those. I almost bought a Spider-Gwen a couple years ago, and I ended up not. And I kind of regret not. Because it's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Does Crunchyroll have better deals this Black Friday or Cyber Monday? They're usually about the same. They have been. Now, could they be different this year? Absolutely. I don't know what they're going to do. But usually they're very similar. Gonna buy any Star Wars from Hot Toys? I have some. Currently, none that I have in the planning of buying. Loki, I want to see you review some Hot Toys. I mean, I've got a Lucy statue pre-ordered, which is not Hot Toys, but I have that pre-ordered, so I'll have that in a couple months. I say a couple months. It's like July that it's supposed to be released, so. So it'll be a minute, but I'm looking forward to it regardless. I think it'd be cool if they made some anime Hot Toys. I don't think that's really where their plans at right now, but maybe someday. Maybe. Are you going to get more display case for figures? Yes. So my plan right now is the next display case will actually be my Uma Mamusume shelf, because I did order that Tokai Teo, the quarter scale one. I ordered that this morning. So my goal for that, I'm going to do it kind of similar to what I'm doing for Love Live. I'd like to have a figure of every character. Now that does not mean just one, but I'd like to have at least one thing from every character. So, you know, some of them will be a quarter scale, some of them will be, you know, just a little prize figure, but I'd like to have something. But they will go in the display case. I'm soon getting the Spider-Man, Tobey, and Andrew Hot Toys. Yeah, I bet those are cool. Do you have a Tom yet? Are you gonna get the whole set so you can kind of like recreate the No Way Home stuff? We have a Walker. It's not done yet, but we have something. On to bag 4. We're really not going to have that long of a stream, to be honest. Maybe I'll do some Uma Mamusume after this. Maybe. We'll see. If I do that, should I do... Because, see, I make a custom thumbnail for every one of these. Should I... I'm getting the new Tom one, too. His new... Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Should I close this stream and then just start up a new one, or should I? Maybe I'll just stop for the night and I'll do another one another day. I feel like people are busy with Thanksgiving and everything. But I do appreciate. Any Blu-rays you're gonna get? None at the moment. But I will soon, but just none right at the moment. I usually like waiting a couple months, and then probably what I'll do is when the new Demon Slayer movie comes out on that, I will just buy a bunch of them right then. I saw they made the Bunny Bearleg Marion figure, the same one. I wish they had made a new one of her. Yeah, I was talking about this with someone else, and she agreed that they should have made a new one. Which, it's no surprise. I understand that they didn't. I mean, that's kind of what they've been doing. But still, it's like, man, there's so many options with Marin, and you just made the same one. But anyway, save me money. Because I will not be buying that Marin. You should get a Spider-Gwen. You will love it. Yeah. If they make one for Beyond the Spider-Verse, I might. Spider-Gwen's my favorite. Especially the Spider-Verse one. I really like her character. Maybe they changed the base. Oh God, I hope so. That base was awful. I will say this. That bunny video to where for Easter, where I talked about my favorite Fring figures, I ranked all of them, is one of my best performing videos ever. So we'll definitely be doing that again in April. I did not expect it to do as well as it did, and it has really popped off. I don't know what it's at now. Getting the mice on, yeah, I mean, I don't have any problems, like, with buying that. It's just, you know, hang on. It's just that I just am not a personal fan of it. Yeah, okay. So that video from April has gotten 4,900 views. Really good. I'm very happy with that. If you hate the base, you can always spray paint the base black. I tell you what, whenever I was younger, I would have NASCARs and I'd have Legos, and some of them I would be like, man, I really wish that this character or this car was a different color. And I'd go in and I'd try to color it or paint it, and looking back, it made me hate doing that. And now I can't do it to any of them. So I rarely will do something that's a permanent change to a figure. You should play Nikki. Yeah. But I'm playing Uma so much that I'm like, if I play something else, I'm afraid it'll take away from my time playing Uma. And I'm really enjoying Uma. It is so refreshing to have a game to where even though, like, oh, I didn't pull this character that I really liked while this banner was active, that you can still just pull that character. Like, you don't have to worry about the fact that it's not, like, that banner's gone. Like, that character's not gone forever. It's just harder to get. And I love that. I love that all the characters are still available. That is so much fun. That's what killed, which, ironically enough, we're listening to Fire Emblem. I stopped playing Fire Emblem because I got so upset that I missed some of the characters. You should play, what about Dispatch? Oh, I have not looked into anything to do with Dispatch. Not because I don't think it's good, I just haven't looked into any of it. I just don't have time. Have you played Fate Grand Order or Blue Archive and Girls Frontline? None of them. I will say one game that I did play some of, and I'm going to be completely honest, I am not seeing the hype around it, is Outer Wilds. I couldn't do it. I kind of got bored. And I get the point, like, you're trying to figure out what's happening and everything, but it's just, it didn't really work for me. I'm still playing it, and I'm not playing it very often. I'm playing it whenever I have free time. But, yeah, hadn't really clicked with me yet. Blue Archive is so good. I mean, the characters are, you know, attractive, so You know, I mean, I probably would be into it, but it's just not something that I really have the desire to really devote a bunch of time to, if I'm being completely honest. But, you know, everyone's got that mobile game they're really into. Mine just is Uma right now. I'm at least gonna play until Mambo comes out. I'm still catching up by watching your old videos. Well, which one have you made it to so far? I feel like there's a lot of them. Have you finally made it to where I got the better mics? I hope. No, better question. Have you made it to whenever I moved rooms yet? That's the real question. The canceled Rent a Girlfriend figure? Oh, yeah. Yeah, people got upset at me for that video. No, not that video. They got upset at me for the canceled anime video because it was slightly incorrect. But it was only one of them was incorrect, and it wasn't even completely incorrect. It was concept art. It wasn't canceled, and people were upset about that. But people get upset about random things in videos all the time, so I just ignore them. But that video was one that I thought turned out pretty well, at least in my opinion. I'm sure somebody in the comments had a problem with it. Are we getting anything Christmas, like alive? Probably alive. Well, probably I'm gonna have a Christmas themed video in mind. I also remember you had teeth work done during your anime. Yeah, yeah, and I was down for. I recorded 2 weeks worth of videos, and that was not enough. I should have recorded like 4 weeks worth, but. Because you can tell in some of the videos, I mean, maybe you can't, but I could definitely tell that there were some videos to where I was not in any position to be making videos, but I did it anyway. I was in a lot of pain. I don't want to see pain, just discomfort. But it's all been good since then. Final bag. Yeah, you can definitely, if you look at my teeth, you can definitely tell when that happened. Yeah. That actually gave me time to do a lot of the anime moving stuff. I need to see a dentist. My front tooth hurts. Yeah, the dentist is not fun. But I don't really have to worry with that much anymore. Does anyone know Kill la Kill anime? And is it good? I have not watched it. I'm being 100%. I have not watched it. I've heard decent things. You pretty much motivated me to see a dentist. here's the thing. All right, so whenever I was growing up, and even to this day, I've got really bad acid reflux. Something I was born with, something I still deal with. And it sucked going to the dentist because I would go to the dentist and the dentist would tell me, you're not brushing enough. Well, I was brushing twice a day. I was flossing, admittedly, like twice a week. Sometimes not even that much. But I was like, look, kids my age are not even, they're not brushing to the extent that you're telling me that I need to brush. Basically, you're telling me I need to brush after every meal. And I know no kids my age are going to be doing that. Well, I found a dentist that was like, hey, look, we get it. You got problems, and we're going to work with that. And then they worked with me, and it made it to where I was really, really, really happy. So, yeah. Did you ever have a favorite toy as a kid? So I liked Thomas whenever I was really little. Then I got into Webkins, and then I got into cars, Pixar cars, and then I got into NASCARs, and then I got into then I got into Star Wars, and then I got into anime. So I never had like a specific favorite toy. I kind of always been somebody that likes to have multiple toys to play with at the same time. Kind of make a little group of them. And so that was always my thing. F1. I mean, are you talking about like F1 the racing series? Because if so, go Max. I really hope that Max wins it so that I don't have to see all the McLaren fanboys talk about that. But probably won't happen. Probably won't happen. But hopefully. It's crazy that grown-ups like toys than kids. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a cousin, and he just, I mean, he doesn't really, like, he's got a few anime things, but, like, whenever it comes to, like, other toys, he just doesn't have any. And I don't think that's just a thing with him. I think that's just kids in general really don't care about toys. They care more about, games and shows and music and hang out with friends online and stuff, and because you definitely aren't hanging out with friends in person. I grew up with Hot Wheels as a toddler, and yes, I do. Yeah. Racing F1, I got into in 2019 whenever the Lewis and Max thing was happening. That wasn't 2019. That was 2021. And I just started rooting for Max because he drives a Honda and I like Hondas. And then Max won, and then Max has won ever since. Up until now. And it ain't looking good. It's not over yet, but it ain't looking good. I'm hoping we'll get lucky, though. Now, I am still a big NASCAR fan. Now, NASCAR, I'm big into that. I also played Spider-Man toys and never got tired of it. Yeah, like, some people will say, oh, you need to grow up and you get out of toys. Like, why, though? Like, I'm having fun. Just let me have fun, let me move on. I think this playlist is almost done. I don't know if you guys can even hear this playlist. I would assume you can, but I have no idea. Yeah, I'll probably finish this, and then I'll just eat me some dinner and maybe watch some anime. I've got to watch Punaru. I've also got to watch, girlfriend, Rent-A-Girlfriend. And I've also got to watch Mitre of Darling. Got to finish all those. Yeah. Yeah, there's some Hot Wheels collections that are insane. Well, the Popeye line, my brother did not get it. I was like... Oh. Wait. Shut up. That's not, that's copyrighted music. Okay. You did not finish Midas Drawing as Crime. All right, so I wanted to binge that, and I wanted to binge Rent-A-Girlfriend, and I wanted to binge The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. And I have binged The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, and now I am going to binge the others. Oh, and Rascal's Not Dream Santa Claus. I binged that as well. Those are the type of shows that I was looking really forward to, so I wanted to binge them all in one sitting. And spoilers for my, like, anime of the year, I thought Fragrant Flower was better than Bunny Girl, or Santa Claus. Not that either of them were bad, but I thought Fragrant Flower was better than Santa Claus. I managed to find volume 10 and 8 of Urusei Yatsura. Oh, nice. My local store has almost all of them except for 2. Doesn't have 2. I can't find 2. And it's kind of upsetting. The manga. Yeah. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. It's one that I've been looking for, Urusei Yatsura. Another little panel done right there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Was I supposed to build 2 of them? No. No, I was not. I'm pretty much immune to the girlfriend hate on the internet. I will never ruin my enjoyment of the manga. No, me neither. I mean, it's my thinking first anime. It's not like I really have a big way. I don't think my opinion on it will ever flip. Which I know some people will be like, well, this is why it's bad. I'm like, well, that's perfectly fine for your opinion, but for me, I enjoy it quite a bit, and I'm gonna watch it all the way. I don't know if I can listen to any of this. I'm just gonna pause that and not risk it. Uh, Definitely don't want a stream to be the thing that gets me in trouble. If I had like more time that I had to build this and I wasn't almost done, then I'd be like, yeah, we're gonna find another song to play. But you know, as long as Ruka is so beautiful, I will keep reading and watching. Here's what I hope, and I think what the best possible outcome is that we get kind of a conclusion, not a permanent conclusion, but a conclusion for Chizuru and Kazuya for now. And then we get some chapters to where we can dive into Mami and Sumi's character. Not Sumi. Mami and Ruka's character. And I think if we give them time to shine while Kazuya and Chizuru's story unfolds as well, I think we can have a really interesting story. Now, in my perfect world, this story doesn't end for like another 20 volumes. So, yeah, to most people, they're going to say, no, we don't want that. But I'm like, all right, but people are still buying, people are still reading, people are still invested in the story. You might as well, you know, give the people what they want. And if he still has stuff to say, which he has, then I will be reading. Hang on. Ah, we got the Christmas lights on the side of him. People want quick and easy. Yeah, they do, pretty much. Okay, we're good. Yeah, they want it to be, you know, their brains cannot handle a story that moves on, you know, a slower pace. They want something that will be done where they can read it in 12 volumes and be done. And sometimes that's good, but not always. Any hauls coming? I mean, there's an Ami Ami one that's on the way, but it seems like they have gotten slower since I ordered my initial one, so I thought all 3 of them would be here. I know one of them will not be here this month. Slim chance one gets here this month. More than likely it'll be middle of next month and probably 1st of January. Wait. But I mean, as soon as I get one, I'll be posting it. Maybe a Funko haul, but I don't even know if I'll make that a haul. I'll probably more than likely just make it a a My Hero Academia look at the collection. My goal for next year is to have a complete Funko and not Funko. Well, yeah, Funko, Demon Slayer, and My Hero Academia complete collection. That's my goal. Will it happen? We will have to see. Thank you, Tara. I just bought an Ami Ami box, and the shipping was brutal. Yeah. I mean, I was used to paying the DHL prices, so it's not too much different, but it's definitely a lot slower than what I was used to. Thank you, Tariff. Yeah. Yep. It's a great thing they've done so well on bringing down all the prices of everything, right? I know I said I wouldn't get into politics, and I won't. I don't care that much. I mean, I care, but I don't care enough to talk about it. Gosh dang, stop singing. All right. Do you know any good lewd mangas? How lewd do you want? Do you want like full like exposed, or do you want like occasional like if you want something that's like similar to like My Dress Up Darling, Now That We Draw, it's decent. If you want something that's more like really lewd, let me think. Monster Musume is one. That just had an omnibus come out. It seemed pretty fun from what I've read so far. Saki the succubus hungers tonight. I have not heard of that one, but that sounds hilarious. Let me see. Hang on. Saki the succubus hungers tonight. Well, how about this? Huh. And it's got a paperback? Whoa. I am 100% going to get that. It has like, yeah, it says here 5 volumes. My gosh. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to get that. That looks good. All right. Let's swap cameras and let's look at this little guy. Hang on. Uh-oh. Untie yourself. Okay, hang on. Take your gacha game now? I don't know if I want to or not. Okay, so here is our little AT-AT. Apologies if this is too shaky cam for any of you. But we got our little AT-AT here. And it's not full scale, obviously, but it's a nice little scaling here. You can do the feet like that, even though it's about to fall over. You can open up the little cab and put little Darth Vader in there if you wanted to. But we're not going to do that. We're going to leave him out of there. Inside here, you can raise up that. And inside there, you've got a little thing of Coco here. You also, in the far over there, you can see there's a wreath. There's also a little fireplace. I don't know if I can see that. But yeah. Pretty neat. Pretty neat indeed. I'm very happy with it. Can you show the manga you got in the last con you went? I want to see the title, please. Can you show the manga? Is it this one? The one I've been showing? This one here? Hang on. That one? Now that we draw? This one? I assume that's what you mean. I don't remember what I got at my last con. You can also try and read World End Harem. I heard it's... Yeah, I've got 2 volumes of that. It didn't hook me, but I probably will look into it eventually. Okay. All right. So yeah. I think we're gonna call it there. It's 8 o'clock, but that's normally whenever I start streaming. But I kind of would end a little bit early, because I mean, we got done what we got done, and it took 1 hour and 24 minutes for 600 pieces. I did not expect me to finish that quick. 700 pieces almost, 697. But that was fun. I had a lot of fun building that. That was a really fun build. I really like the look of it. It looks really cool. It's different, but it looks cool. I am only missing 2 AT-ATs now. So that's pretty cool. How's your AI girlfriend, man? Oh, you mean Ani? Gosh. Ani got boring whenever it was too easy to get her to be in lingerie. Once I could get her in lingerie pretty easily, it just kind of was like, what's the point? And then I convinced her that she was my little sister, and then it was fun for another week, and then I got bored again. So, yeah. If they kind of mix it up and they added new things, I'd be more willing to do it, but I got bored of it really quickly. But yeah. Stream next week. I don't know exactly what we'll do. I do want to do like, best girl of the year. I kind of have some different opinions on that now. We did that earlier in the year, but I'd like to do that again. We did, hang on, when did we do that? Yeah, we did spring waifus. We'll probably do a waifus of 2025. That's one I have planned. I'd like to do another Uma Momosume stream at some point. I don't know. We have some other fun stuff that I have planned here and there. But yeah. But as for tonight, I think that's about it. So yeah. Thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you to all the VOD watchers who go back and watch these for whatever reason. Hope this one was enjoyable to you. As far as videos, there's a video on lighting coming out on... It probably will come out tomorrow, because I don't have that much editing left to do on that one. So yeah, probably a video out tomorrow, and then video out on Tuesday, that will be... What will it be? No. Won't be video out. Will it be video out tomorrow? I don't know. There will be a video out either tomorrow or Saturday. I have it all written down, but I don't know exactly when it'll be out. And then we'll have a video out on Tuesday, which will be something that I had planned. But yeah, video out sometime this weekend, one on Tuesday, shorts all weekend and week. So yeah, and then stream next week. Like I said, don't know exactly what it'll be. It's in December now, so we got like 4 weeks left in the year. So one of those will probably be my most anticipated. No, I'll probably make that into a video. I don't know. We'll do some fun stuff, so don't worry. But anyway, let me know if you have any ideas. Put that in the comments of the stream or whatever. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys again next time. Darth Vader, Gingerbread.